Hello and welcome to the Success Showcase. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin with the Modern Observer Group. And with me, as always, is Chip Janiszewski from the Happiness and Success GPS. Chip, how are you doing this week?
Doing great, Eric. How about you? Hope you had a wonderful Father's Day. I know I did.
I had a fantastic Father's Day. Did you get to see your granddaughter?
I did, and I not only got to see her, but her other grandparents are from Houston, Texas, and they hadn't seen her since January of 2020, and they came up on Thursday. So all four of us were there yesterday at my son's and daughter-in-law's house, and we just had a fantastic time. And today they're on their way up to New Hampshire to an Airbnb for 5 days. So it's pretty cool.
Fantastic. Got the whole family together enjoying Father's Day. That's great.
Oh, yeah. Check out Facebook. All the pictures are there.
All right. Well, this week, our special guest is Eric Feeney. Eric is the founder of Friends of Feeney, a nonprofit whose mission is to help children and families who need assistance after heartbreak and tragedy. And he's done so much good. Thank you for being here, Eric.
Eric, Chip, thank you so much. This is great. I appreciate chatting with you. Looking forward to it.
It's so neat to have you here, Eric. I mean, we met when you all of a sudden popped into a West Hartford Chamber AM Connections meeting one morning, and we immediately connected because you teach at Wolcott School, which is right near where my house used to be, which I found out is right next to where you live right now. And when we found out and the Chamber found out what you were doing, you and I sat down immediately and said, man, you got to start building up a network to get things going. And obviously that's been a big part of your success, but give us the details on how you got going and where you are now and everything that we can do to help you out.
Yeah, no, a big thank you, big shout out to the West Hartford Chamber of Commerce. And you too, Chip, you were my first coffee. So that meant a lot. You broke the ice. You showed me the ropes, and I just want to thank you right away, Chip. And, you're animated, you have spirit, and I just appreciate all your help and support. So that means a lot to me, and it means a lot to Friends of Feeney. So I can't thank you enough.
Well,
Friends of Feeney, yeah, I started it. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I can't thank you enough for just doing everything that you're doing. It's just amazing. So tell us all about it.
Yeah, 7 years ago, I was a fifth grade teacher in Wolcott School, and one of my students lost a father. It was, my girls were in kindergarten. I have twin girls, and I felt I had to do something. Dad played a very important role to a child's life, and I'm from a divorced family. I know how it is not to see my dad, but I could not imagine not to see him ever again. So I had to do something. We raised money using the Park Road Parade. We had a group of diverse children marching and decorating the float, and we raised money using GoFundMe for the family. And it just has been snowballing and just growing. Now we get children into summer camps and sporting camps and educational materials that they need, like laptops or Wi-Fi for the remote learning. It's just been wonderful. The community has definitely behind us and has supported us. West Hartford is a special place. So thank you, West Hartford. And the businesses, like you said, West Hartford community, the West Hartford Chamber, just a fantastic place. Everyone's looking to help out. That first meeting was huge. I didn't have business cards. I was such a rookie. I just said what I did, and I swear a line of like 10 people lined up to talk with me, and it was just a very special feeling. Everyone wanted to help out. I collected, 15 to 20 business cards that day, and then started having small little coffees and meetings. Again, you were my first one, Chip. You're awesome. It's just been great. It's just been fantastic, and we are definitely growing. So, and just recently won a grant from the American Eagle Financial Credit Union, which was huge. It was a $6,800 grant. It was right during COVID. We set up a emergency support for request for support system for families. We helped families that were laid off. We helped families that needed laptops and Wi-Fi, and just we're growing. So, and it's for wonderful people like you, Chip and Eric. Again, shout out to Chip, but also big shout outs to Eric Lopkin and the Modern Observer. You do a wonderful job with our website. I can't thank you enough. It's wonderful. It's great access for people. People are getting all the information they need. They make donations. They see our board of directors. They see our podcast. So go to friendsoffeeney.com. And thank you, Eric, for that wonderful work and that wonderful web design. So I can't thank you guys enough.
Well, it's our pleasure to be able to help out. Do you know approximately how many families you've helped over the years?
Oh, yeah. So I had a list. I think we're getting up to like 15. Maybe. I should have printed it out, but we started, the first family was a student. It was crazy how it really started. One student, my first student in 5th grade, father passed away. The next year, 2 years in a row, I lost another student's father. And then a year later, one of my daughter's classmates lost a father. And we recently helped, a house fire. We raised $25,000 for a house fire. So that was our biggest fundraiser to date. And we're just doing right. We're currently, we have one going. Check it out we have a Facebook page too, Friends of Feeney on Facebook. The Jackson family unfortunately lost a father. We're trying to raise money to help. They need an air conditioner, and they need blinds. They need support for school, and we're currently doing that fundraiser. So please visit, please contribute if you can. Great. We've helped a mom. A mom had cancer, so we bought the kids. The kids needed bikes, so we bought bikes. Or recently, unfortunately, Officer Tyler from West Hartford passed away. West Hartford police officer. So we helped that family. There's a 2-year-old that has brain cancer. We're helping support and spread the word for them.
So, Eric, how did you go from helping that first family out to full-blown nonprofit status, helping all of these people?
I know. We're a grassroots, community-based organization. It's kid-friendly. It's kid-driven. If you see our floats, it's and we're getting kids from different communities marching in parades. But it's just friends. Like most important part here, our motto and everything it's about is about being a good friend and just holding the door for someone, picking up the trash, or just giving a compliment. So my friends have reached out to me. I'm a teacher. I've been a teacher for 17 years. I've taught 9 years in Waterbury. I'm in my 8th year in West Hartford. I have a nice network, wonderful community at Lopkin Elementary School. My daughters went through the school system. We started the same year. So I had it lucked out where my daughters were at the school and I was there where I was teaching. I mean, you can't put a price tag on that. It was a dream come true. So I got to be friends with teachers more quickly, I would say, because I had twins. So every grade I met 2 teachers, every grade the girls were in. And then I had coworkers or grade level partners that I was becoming friendly with and, work relationships. So I really got to know the school quicker in that time frame that I was in. And just everyone has a good heart and is really looking to help out. And so when people see something that needs some support, they just reach out. And that's where it's coming down to, where Eric Bergen, he's a chamber member. He reached out to me. There was a house fire and I knew I had to do something. It was a Saturday night fire at 10 p.m. I was talking and chatting with Eric Bergen Sunday at 8 a.m. By noon of that Sunday, we had $10,000 raised. So just the community and the friends portion is the most important part. The friends support it. The friends are backing it. The friends are, they're leading the way.
That's fantastic. We talk a lot about networking on this podcast, but what you've really done is built a network that, one, helps raise money, but also brings you the people that need that help.
Yeah, I know. I am. What am I? For the West Hartford Education Association, I'm the chair of the social committee. So for the union, I plan the back to school events. The last the end of the year party, the Christmas party. So I don't know if I had one strength or one thing that I get people together. That's always been a good quality of mine, I guess. And just, I like introducing new people. I like meeting new people. And number one, most importantly, I like helping people. So that's the goal, just to help as many people that need assistance or support. And again, I can't do it without, the friends and the people that have helped. Even the West Hartford community, I started playing basketball at the West Hartford JCC over 30 league. There's 10 teams of 8 players each. That's 80 people. That's a great little network. Most of them are financial, doctors, surgeons, lawyers, and, just great people, and they want to do right by the community and help out. So, that's really where and how it got started. Just the support around is key.
Yeah, and from the day that I met you and all those people in line first met you, I mean, they see somebody who not only sees something and cares about what's going on, but wants to do something about it. And that's a really, really key quality that you have. And we need more people like you that actually get people to do things. But the bottom line is there's a whole lot of people out there that had probably the same feelings that you did when these things happened, but didn't know what to do. And they needed somebody like you to say, hey, come help me out. And I'm sure that there's so many other people besides the people who were standing in line at that first connections meeting who want to do that. So it doesn't surprise me a bit. And it just shows the great nature that most people have. And these things aren't covered that much in the news, except they are covered on your Facebook page and all these other things that are going on. So kudos to you for that, for really bringing out the good in so many people, because that's why they're helping you out. They all want to do it, and they just need to have somebody get them going, and that's you.
Yeah, thank you so much. No, that is so true. Irene from Donut Crazy, we had a wonderful, 4 days before COVID hit. Actually, it was the 9th, March 9th. COVID hit March 14th or something, whatever. We had a wonderful community event. She has a wonderful little area. We had celebrity servers. We had donuts. We raised money for a family. It was a King Philip middle school family that, again, I didn't know. So a guy I played basketball with, his son went to school with someone. The son comes home, Dad, my classmate had a fire. I want to really help out. Dad, Jay Liddell, looks out and calls, hey, Feeney, what can we do? I'll write a check right away to get you started. And then I'm like, all right, what do? I call the family. Can I do a fundraiser? I reach out to Irene. Next thing you know, we had Dennis House from, news anchor. He's a celebrity server. We had Mike Golick Jr. from ESPN. He's a celebrity server. And just the mayor, Derek Slapp, senator, and then multiple people from the chamber, Dave Pylon, Jason, Matt, Chris, Katie, Jesse, just so many people came and stepped up, volunteered their time to bring in their friends and friends of friends. Like you said, that networking or that spider web. Yeah, Chip, you say it all the time. Every meeting you start with hey, it's like a math equation. It's great. You're like, you meet 3 people to meet those 3 people. Next thing you know, you met 18 people. What is it, Chip? Hit me with it.
Well, everybody knows an average of 200 people. And
Oh, that's what it was.
By developing these win-win relationships with people, those relationships are potential resources for you. And in networking, I mean, most people are networking for their own business. When it comes to nonprofits, especially one like yours, your cause is beyond you. So your credibility is already there, because giving a referral is a function of gathering credibility with somebody. But because of what you're doing, that's gone. I mean, everybody just wants to help. And so that's exactly what you're doing. Everybody knows an average of 200 people, 6 degrees of separation. You can meet literally anybody in the world. And, that's the way it works. And you're showing how it works, which is wonderful.
No, every time you say that, I'm like, yeah, that shows at most of my events, because, that person brings a friend who brings a friend. And next thing you know.
Yep.
So that one really hits me when you say that. So that's great.
Yeah, that's the power of relationships. It's not who's there, but it's who they know.
And I just feel, I'm in education. I've been working with children and families for almost 20 years. I was an after-school counselor at LEAP, Leadership Education Athletics and Partnership. It was in New Haven. So I was helping families. I lived across the street from the train station. It was called Church Street South Projects. And just helping families have always been, part of me. I'm a big brother. Shout out to my sister Liz and my brother Andrew. I did beat them up a little bit, but I did not let anyone else beat them up. So
there you go.
That's the core of family right there. It's I can beat you up, but nobody else can.
Yeah.
So
I've always had that kind of mentor, big brother feel, and I feel like that has been going on. So.
Yeah, you're also a program director at High Meadow Day Camp. How long have you been doing that?
I'm going into my 7th summer. Yeah.
Wow.
Shout out to High Meadow Day Camp in North Granby, Connecticut. That starts a week from today. So I'm actually enjoying my week off. School just ended last Thursday. I am currently sitting on Main Street in Hyannis, Cape Cod, right across from Katie's Homemade Ice Cream. We're going to have ice cream for lunch.
I'm getting hungry.
I'm enjoying time with family. I'm visiting TT Belkis, my aunt, and my Uncle Jimmy. So this is my home away from home. I've been going here every year since I was 2. And I didn't go last year, so I really missed them. So I'm really happy to catch up and see everybody. So, no, great. Getting my time in.
And of course, even though you're on vacation, you've got a couple of things coming up. So what is Friends of Feeney doing at the Pride Festival?
Yeah, can't wait. Really looking forward to that. Barry Walters, I've met him a few times. Barry Walters, he reached out to me. He's like, you're a respected nonprofit in the community. We'd like to offer you a table for free. And I was like, 100%. I'm totally for it, and I can't wait. We have Be a Good Friend is our motto, and it has been our motto forever. We're going to put Be a Good Friend on a T-shirt in Pride rainbow colors for a fundraiser. We are raffling off Pride Legos, a Pride palette flag that says West Hartford Pride on it. My friend Savage Palettes makes palette flags in his spare time. And we're going to have a couple raffles. We're going to maybe have a coloring table and just there to talk with the community and meet and greet people and talk about Friends of Feeney and our mission. But that is this Saturday, June 25th from I want to say 12 to 4. So I'm looking forward to spending our time there this Saturday. And then busy the next day, we're going to be at Gastro Park. We're doing a can drive, recyclable, returnable cans and bottles, but also food for the West Hartford Food Pantry and consignable clothing drive. Now, consignable clothing are stain-free, very nice, not like tag sale and Goodwill, but we are building an account. We collaborated with Max and Lily's, which is Prospect, I want to say, in West Hartford, Hartford line. Max and Lily's, fantastic place where people can go and get what is it called? Reused, recycled clothing for children. So I would help families, but then people would donate to me, but they would give me clothes for a boy that's 8 years old. But I have a family comes to me that has 12-year-old girls. Well, that doesn't help out. So that family can now donate their clothes to Max and Lily's, put it towards the Friends of Feeney account. We can send a family down there and they can shop for the account, on the account at Max and Lily's. So our friend Michelle, I've never met her in person, but we've talked a few times. I think it's a wonderful thing. I've sent a family down there recently. Sheldon Street had a fire. A couple clothes, they weren't displaced, but a lot of things were ruined in their house. And but we helped them out and we sent the family down there. And it's just, again, wonderful people. We have can drives every month at Gastro Park, which are great. And then we go down the street to the West Hartford Redemption Center, and Chet will, count them up, and we get that credit towards Friends of Feeney And then if you can't make the can drive at any time, you go down to the West Hartford Redemption Center, which is the right before Home Depot and Chick-fil-A, and you just tell Chet, hey, these are for the Friends of Feeney account. He'll document it and put it towards our account, and we're raising money. A lot of people have been doing that. We like to recycle, and a lot of people save cans, but don't want to sit at the Stop and Shop and feed them in one at a time, and they want to do something good with them. So just bring them to Chet at West Hartford Redemption Center. And even at Gastro Park, all the money raised when people donate the can, they swing around to the back and they go to the food trucks, which are tasty and phenomenal. I would highly suggest anyone to check them out. Definitely a Baba Ganoush falafel and a couple pizza places. They're really good back there. And they raise and give a portion of whatever was raised that day. They give it to the Friends of Feeney nonprofit. So Tate down there at Gastro Park is great. He's definitely helping out with small businesses, and he cares about the community. Tate, James, and Sherry. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so if you're free or available, check it out on our Facebook page. We have an event going. So, yeah, we'll be at the Pride Fest. Busy weekend. Pride Fest, can drive, first day at camp, Monday. And I'm switching classrooms. I'm teaching second grade now. I'm teaching third grade next year. One of my friends, congratulations and best of luck, Amy Fisher. We love you, Amy Fisher. She's retiring, so she's got a whole world in front of her, which she said with her time now she's going to help out and spend more time helping out with Friends of Feeney. So Amy Fisher, Friends of Fisher.
That's fantastic. You've got so much. You've got so much going on, and I love the arrangement you've got with Max and Lily's, because that's absolutely innovative. It's a great way for people to actually be able to get what they need, through Friends of Feeney.
Yes. Yeah, I want to thank Lindsay. Lindsay is another teacher in West Hartford. Lindsay, don't know her. She reached out to me on the Facebook Friends of Feeney inbox and said, hey, I've helped out families with clothes in collaboration with Max and Lily. I would love for you to meet them. She came down to our first can drive and food drive. She kind of looked through the clothes and what we need and what worked. She donated a portion of her clothes towards the account. Again, don't know her, but now we're friends. We meet, and she's just so helpful. Also collaborated with her, Avi. Shout out to Avi and We Care Computers. He donated a bunch of computers. Between Lindsay and I, we had those 10 computers to a family that needed them within like 2 hours. So just a wonderful, community, and everyone's trying to help out. The list goes on and on. I could sit here forever and shout out so many people.
It really is Friends of Feeney. You've basically just harnessed all of these people, got them all rowing in the same direction to help out folks. And, we've talked a lot about West Hartford, but you've helped families outside of West Hartford as well.
Yes. Yep. I'm born and raised in Waterbury, and I used to work at the Boys and Girls Club. I was the physical director, so I was like the gym teacher. I ran the sports program. So I had all these athletes coming up as, 10 or 12-year-olds. But now they're grown adults, and a couple of them are playing overseas basketball, and they would come back and run a basketball camp. Anthony Ireland, wonderful human, wonderful basketball player, point guard, played in Israel, played in different places. He runs a Anthony Ireland Leadership Academy. I've sponsored a couple students for them. So I got to go down and meet him, and just the kid was so grateful and thankful, and, signed my shirt. It was just really cool to meet him. And then another one, Tootie Zimmerman, be a baller, not a bully. So Tootie, another boys club kid, he plays in Canada. Again, sponsored a student or a camper there, and just wonderful seeing former students, like 3 of my former students, Mike West, Jordan Booker, Mikey West and Jordan Booker were there, and they're like counselors giving back. My friend, Julio. So I've seen these kids when they were like 10, but now they're being camp counselors and giving back. So it was like full circle when I got to go down, not last year, 2 years ago, and to these basketball camps and see these wonderful, wonderful kids having a great time shooting hoops. And so yeah, Waterbury is always near and dear to my heart.
I have to think that how they've turned out and how they're giving back to the community is at least in part due to your influence when they were kids.
I know. I wish I could say for 100%, but we'll never know. But thank you for saying that, and I really hope, the domino continues to pass it along, and when you're around good, you continue to do good and help out. So
yeah,
I know a lot of students like to volunteer at the can drives. A lot of parents, students' parents just now suggested another shameless plug, but we have these silicone cups. They say be a good friend on them. They glow in the dark. They're squishy. They're perfect for the beach, the boat. That is our summertime fundraiser. They're $15, but that was a suggestion from one of my current students. Well, not current, but a week ago. Margot, shout out to Margot. She was wonderful and said, hey, I got, I've used these cups before and now they're such a hit. Check them out on the Instagram page, Twitter, or Facebook. They're really good for just a fundraiser. We're going to do a celebrity bartender event at the location with these cups and, pour some tasty liquid in there somehow and then use it as a celebrity bartender. I'd love to have you guys. You guys ever bartend?
I have never bartended.
I've been a customer. I've never done the bartending.
Exactly. I've been a frequent customer, but I've never been the bartender.
All right.
Like fun, though.
I think we got to schedule you for a 30-minute block. Celebrity bartender, empower success hour of bartending. We'll get you out there serving.
Well, you got to make
to have you
before that because I'm not a celebrity yet.
You're a celebrity in my eyes. That's all that matters.
So that sounds
we're coming up. Yeah, we're coming up on the end of our time. So if somebody wants to get more information about Friends of Feeney, where can they go?
Yeah, please. Thanks to you, we have a wonderful website, www.friendsoffeeney.com. You get a lot of information there. Again, we're on both social medias, or all three, or how many there are, I don't know. We even got a TikTok. I don't know how to use TikTok yet. I'm not doing any dances, but there is a Friends of Feeney TikTok. But again, there's Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and our website, or friendsoffeeney@gmail.com.
Excellent.
So yeah, we hope to see you at the Pride Fest this Saturday. We hope to see you at the Can Drive. Yeah, and we shout out the cups, and there's also T-shirts that you can get at freshink.com. Thank you, Dave. Park Road. There's a lot of Friends of Feeney. We have the Be a Good Friend, and My Dog is My Friend, and Saturdays are for friends. So we have trying to get some cool little merch and marketing going.
Excellent. So, Chip, what do you think is the big takeaway for today?
Well, yesterday was Father's Day. You mentioned influencing kids and so on and so forth, and you're a teacher, but the example that you are showing them by doing what you're doing is going to leave a legacy that you probably can't even fathom all the difference that you've made and all the great things that are going to happen because of what you started here. So, a lot of people have huge hearts and you have a huge heart. And I kind of look at you as a professional catalyst just to use creative ideas and say, let's get this thing going and just getting it done. So God bless. Congratulations on everything you're doing and just keep it up. And we're all in to help you out.
Wow. Thank you, Chip. That really, that means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, I think the big takeaway for me is simply the power of people. This all started, with a few people wanting to help out, and it has grown tremendously. Multiple businesses, many people contributing, bringing in the folks that actually need help. It really shows the power of community, and I think that's really important to remember.
No, I 100% agree. No, that's great. Thank you. You're right. You're right on with that.
You've been listening to The Success Showcase. You can find us every week at xvadio.com/podcasts. You can also find us on the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and wherever you find podcasts. Remember, make this your best week ever and make next week even better. We'll see you then.